iconic singer-songwriter, also a Renaissance man, an artist, an author. He has a book out. I don't know if he brought any copies to sell, Incidental Contact. And he's apparently one hell of a picker. He's a very dedicated visitor to the J&J flea market, among many other places. Jim is known by many for his debut album, Wrong-Eyed Jesus, and which was also was the basis for an award-winning BBC documentary, Searching for the Wrong-Eyed Jesus. If you haven't heard that album, you really need to go back and give that a listen. Over a 25-year span, Jim has released at least a dozen critically acclaimed albums, placed songs in a variety of major commercial platforms, staged shows of his visual art in galleries and museums around the world, served as a literary commentator for National Endowment for the Arts, and much, much more. He tours in Europe, came back not too long ago, did you, Jim? Recently? Thanksgiving, okay. He has been championed by the New York Times, NPR, Mojo Magazine, Uncut, David Byrne, with whom he has a close connection, Breaking Bad's Vince Gilligan, and countless more. He's been described as an oddball. I would just say he's very, very talented. His essays and short fiction have been published widely. His story, Super White, won a Pushcart Prize for Fiction in 2015. His debut novel, Incidental Contact, was published in 2021, with Mojo Magazine describing it as an unput-downable book. He has a new record coming out in the fall, Precious Bane. Anyway, here's Jim White.
That's it? Don't want to go more into it? I'm going to tune right now, and there was a guy, I played in Brussels recently, and the venue owner said to someone in the audience, want to introduce this guy. And this guy stood up and he said, like what Blair said, and I thought, oh Jesus, I got two stalkers. This is crazy. Let me make sure. Yeah, you got that, right? That came through. Yeah, okay. All right, I toured, I don't know, we should talk about Vic, because this is a Vic thing. I toured with Vic some, and when I first moved here, he was the only person I knew, and he invited me to his house, and him and Tina arranged play dates for my daughter with his cousin, and he was just a funny, wonderful character, and I'm so happy that he's got this thing going on in his name. So I tried tonight to figure out songs that Vic would like, so this isn't my normal set list. I forgot. This is important. This song I wrote for a movie back in 1998, and they hated it, and they didn't use it. And I thought it was rather stupid of them, because it was a really good song. But I did not argue with the movie people. And then 22 years later, there was a film made here in Athens called Ragged Heart. And while they were filming, the guy asked me if I had any songs I wanted to play in a scene where he was doing some, like, impromptu stuff, and I played this song, and he put it in the movie, so it ended up in the movie anyway. Persistence. Somewhere in this world, somewhere in this world, somewhere on this earth, I'd exist as myself. Somewhere I'm not someone else. Somewhere I'm not some fool. happens to look like me. 'Cause nobody can be me as much as myself. And somewhere in this world, buddy, there's a girl that's right for me, with a perfect personality.